What is going on, everybody? Hope you are having a great day. So today we are doing the 6-month update on the Platinum Pro project, the 3 Ps. So this is not going to be a 6-month update on the actual Platinum truck. If you're looking for that, I will put the link above me right about now. Click on that. That is for the actual truck and the stuff that is in the truck. This is on the project. So it'll be on the parts we added, some of the thoughts on the parts and the things that go along with the project, the reason we did it and stuff like that. So if you're looking for the 6-month update on the actual Toyota Tundra Platinum trim level, check out that link. All right, so on with the show. So if you're new to the channel, the Platinum Pro project is something I started back in May, 6 months ago, this week actually. The reason we did it is before this truck, I had a TRD Pro double cab Tundra, and one of my issues was the lack of tech that was in that TRD Pro Tundra. I felt like something as rare and hard to get as a TRD Pro Tundra should have more in it. So this project was created in my mind. And what we did is we took a Toyota Tundra Platinum and we put all the Pro parts on it to see what it would be like if the TRD Pro was available with pretty much all the tech you could possibly get in the Tundra. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go through the list of everything I've added to this truck 6 months ago. There are things I've added later on, which I will touch on at the end of the video, but this is the stuff I added for the Platinum Pro project, and I'll go over a little pro and con of each, nothing too crazy. But overall, let's start with the most important thing. This is a 2017 Toyota Tundra Platinum, and I gotta be honest with you, I've had 5 Tundras. This is by far the best Tundra I've ever had. Lately, we've been talking a lot about the double cab versus the Crew Max, stuff like that, but at the end of the day, this has all the tech. It has everything I would ever want in a truck. Big back seat. I don't need a bed for anything crazy, so this is a perfect bed for like a bike, you know, any outdoor activity that I would need. But this truck at the end of the day has been my favorite Tundra, and I am so pumped to have it. I am in love with this truck and very happy I joined Team Crew Max because I had 4 double cabs before this, and I like the double cab. As if you look at past couple videos, I actually reviewed one. I really enjoyed it, but at the end of the day, this is where I want to be in the Crew Max. So for the truck, we used a 2017 Toyota Tundra Platinum. Moving on, we will go right down the list here. The suspension obviously is the TRD Pro suspension, and what that is it's the iBack TRD tuned springs in front with the Bilstein shocks with the piggyback reservoirs, and in the back it's just the shocks with the reservoirs. I like the suspension a lot. I don't have a lot of issues with it. I mean, it's an off-road suspension, so it's a little bumpy, nothing crazy, very compliant on the highway, and that is definitely something that I love about it. I guess if I had to pick something negative about it, it's a little pricey. If I remember correctly, it's about $2,500, and there are a lot of other great suspensions out there you can try if you don't want to spend that much money. The Bilstein 5100 adjustable shocks, a lot of people rave about those. There's a couple different options out there, so we did obviously we're doing all this because it was the TRD Pro project, the Platinum Pro project. I wanted to put all the genuine TRD Pro parts on it, but overall I really like the suspension. It gives the truck a 1.5 to 2 inch lift above stock, leveling it out, which gives it a really nice look. One more thing I have written here, I actually wrote a list so I don't forget anything. 99.9% chance I will definitely forget something, so if you if you notice I forgot something, let me know. But anyway, this suspension actually feels less bouncy than the TRD off-road suspension, which is just Bilstein shocks. No reservoirs, no special springs, just Bilstein shocks. To me, that feels a little more choppy on the road. This is definitely way more compliant. The next, we did the skid plate. We did the TRD Pro skid plate, which is absolutely awesome. It's an aluminum skid plate, and it can definitely take a beating. And it looks great, too. It's kind of like an eggshell white with a big TRD on the front, and it has a little door on it so you could get to the oil filter. Definitely a great add-on, and makes the truck look great when I'm taking those pictures down low. It gives it a great shot under the truck. Highly recommend it, especially if you're off-roading. It can take a beating. The next thing on the list is the TRD dual exhaust. We've talked about the TRD dual exhaust numerous times. By far my favorite exhaust out there. Definitely on the pricey side at $1,100, but it makes this 5.7 liter V8 just sound perfect. It's a good rumble, it's a good roar, nothing obnoxious. I'm gonna say the one thing, if I had to give a con to that, would be that it stains quite easily. All right. It definitely, it looks like it burns a little bit. It does. Of the three, I've had three of them. I've had one on my 2014, 16, and this one. It doesn't seem to damage the exhaust, but it burns on the outside. So I don't know if you're into that. So check it out. But it's $1,100. And don't forget, with all these parts, you could get this stuff at Sparks Parts. And you can use the promo code TundraDude34. My promo code to you saves you 5% today and every day. For everything we're talking about, it doesn't have to be a Tundra. It could be any Toyota vehicle you want. Check them out. They're great people. They'll be happy to answer any questions you have. But yes, but overall, the TRD dual exhaust, by far my favorite. I don't really care about the discoloration, but no problems whatsoever for me. But that's the one thing I want to note for you guys. Moving on down the list, we have the wheels, which are the Ultra Motorsports Phantoms. I really like these wheels. Michelle, my wife, actually picked them out, so we went with them, and everyone seems to really, really like them. This is where my one regret for this whole project does lie, though. I like the wheels, don't get me wrong, but what sticks in my craw a little bit is that we didn't go with the TRD Pro wheels, all right? And if you're asking yourself, well, why didn't you do that? You did all this other stuff, TRD Pro, because they were $500 a wheel. And that is pretty insane. And at the time I was doing all this other crazy stuff to it, I had to kind of figure out where I wanted my budget to go. And the one thing that was sacrificed was the crazy expensive TRD Pro wheels. That is my true one regret, that I didn't get those. And every day I do look at it and say, I just don't feel like the project's totally complete yet. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Vote below, should this truck get the TRD Pro wheels? And if yes is the winner, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, that is how I will treat myself as a congratulations for 10,000 subscribers with TRD Pro wheels. And then the look will be complete. But I don't have any problem with the Ultra Motorsports Phantom wheels. They look great. They look absolutely great. It's just that one thing is this is the Platinum Pro project. And I really want those wheels. So vote below. Moving on, the tires, BFG KO2s 275/70 R18 size, which is a little over 33 inches. Totally surprised by this tire. I got the tire because it was the market leader in the all-terrain category. So I wanted to get something everybody looks at, everybody wants a review on, and the KO2s was that. I didn't think they would be as good as they are. They're not crazy loud on the road. They're not bad in rain. I haven't done any snow yet. Snow will be coming probably sooner than later, so we will definitely test that. I don't really have anything terribly bad to say about the tire. I really thought they would be a lot louder and a lot more rough, but they're very road compliant for what they are, you know, especially on the pavement. We did a little back roading with these tires. We went on some fire roads, into some loose sand in the woods, nothing crazy, a little bit of mud, and they handled great. Nothing to rate it how they are off-road, though, because I definitely haven't done enough. We're in New Jersey. We don't have much to go with up here for off-roading, but on the fire roads, it handled great. In the loose sand, no problems. I didn't even air down. They felt great, but on the road, where the truck spends 99% of its life, they're actually fantastic, and they look great. The sidewall is amazing. It looks like it's an all-terrain tire that kind of looks more like a mud tire to me. It's just awesome. I really like the tire. Way to go, BF Goodrich. But yes, big thumbs up on the tires. Very happy to get those. The next thing on the list is the TRD Pro grill. My favorite grill offered by Toyota. I really like the 2018 grills. There's some really nice ones out there now, but nothing's better than the Toyota Heritage grill that says Toyota. It really makes the truck pop. For a while, I was running with the Platinum grill, but no way. Needed that grill. And of course, when I went to finally get it, Toyota stopped making them unless you had a TRD Pro Tundra. You could only get it as like a crash part. But they were kind of available here and there, so I was able to get myself one. And apparently, they're back at Sparks Parts. So if you're looking at one, contact Sparks Parts. They got some in. So no need to wait anymore on those. Next up, we did the chrome delete. Good news about the Platinum is the bumpers are already body colored. The only thing I really had to deal with the chrome was, like we said, the grill. And I had to deal with the mirror covers and the handles. And we got those both at Sparks Parts in the color of the truck, which is the Midnight Black 218 paint code. It was great that they had that, and that's the best part about Sparks Parts, is they have those things you never think you're going to be able to find. So definitely go check that website out. But yeah, oh, that made the truck pop off. Everything on the truck is now body color. There is #no chrome. right? You know, you guys know how I am. The other thing that I actually took off the truck, but when I did the Platinum Pro project I put on, was the TRD intake. And the TRD intake came off the truck because now we have a Magnuson supercharger, which comes with its own intake. All right. But when I had the TRD intake, which I actually had on my 14, 16, and this for a little while, I loved it. Okay. It is good sound. Helps with the throttle response a little bit. Great in going up through the gears, like mid-range gears. It's a really nice addition. Very easy install. My favorite part about TRD, I say this all the time, my favorite part about TRD parts is that you could take the TRD parts, you can read the great instructions. It comes with great instructions with pictures and everything, and you can put it right to the Tundra. It's built for the Tundra. It's not built for 16 other applications, and you have to do any cutting or trimming or anything like that. It is for the Tundra. That's my favorite thing about TRD parts. Goes on, it's a pretty simple installation, nothing crazy, no real problems, goes right in, sounds great, looks great, helps the engine bay a lot. So TRD intake was great, but unfortunately it had to come off because Magnuson supercharger. And next thing on the list is that right next to me right now, it is the TRD shift knob. You know, I had to do it because we were doing the Platinum Pro project and it needed the shift knob. I actually like the shift knob a lot. I think it looks a lot better than the stock one. Nothing wrong with the stock one, but TRD shift knob, very, very cool. All right, moving on. We did some blackout badge overlay. Well, it's the blackout badge overlay kit. And basically what that is it took all of the emblems and you could put the blackout emblem over it. You didn't have to take your emblem off, which is totally cool because that could be a pain sometimes. You just basically put it right over the existing emblem and you're good to go. It is actually for an SR5. So what I did is I covered my 4x4 badge. What did I do? 4x4 badge. It also came with the Tundra that goes in the bed inlay. So I put that in. So we're all blacked out. The only badge on the truck that I did not black out is the Platinum badge. And that was on purpose. I want people to know that this is a Platinum. If I took that badge off, people wouldn't get this idea of the project we're doing. So of course I left the Platinum badge and everything else on the truck is blacked out. That's the cool part about it, and that's in my mind what I wanted to do. So other than that, what we've done to the truck, I actually did this 6 months ago. There's going to be a separate 6-month update on these parts, but just a quick thing real quick. The Husky liners, the NFAB steps, and the X-Tang cover, we will be doing an extra 6-month update sometime this week coming up. But yeah, so I didn't want you to think I'm going to forget about those. That, you know, the NFAB steps, you guys know I love those things. But yeah, I'll give you a little here and there on that coming up. And also, what's next for the Platinum Pro project? I already told you guys to vote on the wheels, and if you have any other ideas, I am wide open. I know one thing that you guys are definitely going to say, and that is the 2018 LED headlights with the black housing behind it. And yes, that is 100% happening. We're going to get a wiring harness, we're going to get the lights from Sparks Parts, and we're going to put them on, and that's really going to tie it all together. So I think I remembered everything, but overall, this project has been a ton of fun. I've had a great time with it. This truck will be with me for a long time. It was great to see a blank canvas and just make it happen. That was the best part about the whole thing, is we just did it. I basically said, here's a project I want to do. I did it for you guys. Without the Tundra Dude 34 channel, I'd probably still have my TRD Pro double cab. But I did this for me. I did this for you. I wanted you guys to come along the journey, and we're still doing tests, and we're still reviewing the parts, and we are 6 months in, and it has been fantastic. This truck is unbelievable. Wouldn't trade it for the world. So everybody on this side of the coin is happy, and I hope you guys are happy too. It's been great meeting all you guys along this way, and this is just the beginning. So who knows what's next? But I want you guys to decide on anything else you want to put on this truck. We have some parts sitting inside that we're going to do eventually. The problem is this is my very busy time at work, so I got to kind of, you know, strike when I can. We're also going to do a lot more live streaming, like I said last time. But for this video and right now, vote on if you want to see the TRD Pro wheels added to this to quote-unquote complete the Platinum Pro project. Twitter and Instagram at TundraDude34. I thank you folks for watching. You guys have a great day. Here is the headlight coverage for the Platinum Pro. So this is what it looks like with the 2-inch lift. By the way, both videos, the fog lights are on. This is what it looks like when the fog light coverage is off. So you lose a little down here if you could see my finger. Now watch the fog lights come back on. Okay, so there is your headlight coverage with the 2-inch TRD Pro front leveling lift. Here's the high beams.
And there you have it.